I'm 101 years old. They put me in a nursing home when I was 68, handed me a wheelchair, and told me it would make life easier. But why? My legs still worked. My husband George passed away, and with him went my reason to stand, to move, to fight. I let them wheel me everywhere. 2 years later, that chair had stolen my strength completely. I couldn't walk anymore. What I did after that, people find it hard to believe. I didn't just regain my legs. I changed the entire nursing home, the very place that tried to change me. Let me start from the beginning. My name is Mary Gilbert. George and I were married for 44 years. I was 21 when he took my hand, and he didn't let go until the day he died. He built houses with his hands. And me? I spent 31 years in a hospital laundry, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, hauling heavy carts through basement corridors. My legs only knew work. Every evening, George and I walked 6 blocks to the bakery and 6 blocks back. George loved walking, and I loved being beside him. I didn't realize I was training my legs for 40 years. I thought I was just living my life. I retired at 63, still strong, still had George. And then, at 65, I came downstairs one morning to find him on the kitchen floor. A stroke had taken him before the ambulance even arrived. The coffee he made that morning was still warm on the counter. After the funeral, I sat down. I didn't make a decision. I just didn't get back up. The walk stopped. Cooking stopped. Television filled the hours. Days blurred together. And right now, some of you are doing the same thing I did. Sitting somewhere comfortable thinking you're fine. You're not. 3 years passed. My legs thinned. Stairs became enemies. Curbs became cliffs. 2 falls in 1 month. My son found me on the same floor where I found George. 11 minutes on the phone with my sons, and they decided my life was over. They put me in a home, gave me a chair. Here's my confession. I could walk. My legs were weak, but they still worked. But that wheelchair became my cage. Someone offered to push me. Pushing felt easier, and easy felt like love, but it was a coffin on wheels. Grief tricks you. It turns what's killing you into comfort. Every morning, wheeled to breakfast. Every afternoon, wheeled to the common room. Every evening, wheeled back. Choosing to move meant living, and I wasn't ready to live without George. 2 years, 68 to 70, and my legs disappeared. Not disease, not age. Sitting stole them from me. My thighs became paper. Calves vanished. Ankles swelled. Think losing your legs takes years? It takes months. I was 71 when Josephine arrived at the nursing home. Late 70s, walked in on her own strong legs. She looked strong, confident, unstoppable. I watched her and thought, that's what I used to look like. 14 months. That's all it took for her to be wheeled to the bathroom crying, not from pain, but shame and frustration. Comfort and wheelchair had eroded her strength. Something inside me snapped. Not sadness, not hope, rage. I was furious at myself for every morning I let someone push me. For 2 years I had blamed George, blaming grief for a choice I made with my own hands folded in my lap. Watching Josephine, I saw my future, and I decided, no, not me, never again. That night, alone in my room, I did something for the first time in 2 years. Pay attention, because this is where everything changed. Sitting in that chair, I pressed my feet flat on the floor. I pushed down hard, held it, released. Then I squeezed my thighs tight, held, released. Nobody noticed. I was fighting a war in that chair, invisible to everyone. I did it during meals, during television, every waking hour. Weeks of this invisible work, and the muscles that hadn't been asked to do anything in 2 years began waking up. I couldn't stand yet. So I trained sitting down. Every day, inch by inch, my legs remembered strength. Then came the hard part. After weeks, I gripped both armrests, knuckles white, and pushed myself up. 3 seconds standing, sat back down, shaking all over. Next day, 5 seconds, then 10, then holding the bed frame, one hand, fingertips, nothing. The first time I stood on my own, no armrest, no bed, no nothing, I cried. Not because it hurt, not because it was hard, because I had forgotten what it felt like to hold myself up. I could stand, but standing isn't enough. Your legs need strength. Once I could stand, I held the bed frame and bent my knees just a few inches, not deep. My knees couldn't handle deep, didn't need to. My thighs burned from 2 inches of movement, 2 inches that felt like a lifetime. My legs shook like an earthquake, but I bent again, night after night. The first night my knee buckled. I grabbed the bed frame so hard it scraped across the floor. Nobody came, so I bent again, slowly, inch by inch. Partial squats rebuilt my thighs. The big muscles that lift you from a chair carry you upstairs. They came back from 2 inches every night. 3 things brought my legs back. Sitting exercises, squeezing thighs, pressing feet, waking dormant muscles. Partial squats, holding on to something sturdy, bending slow, building strength safely. Heel raises, standing on toes, slowly up and down, cracking ankles awake. Most people ignore calves, but your calves hold your ankles steady. Weak calves, shaky ankles, falling risk. I learned this the hard way. Every time I raised up on my toes, ankles cracked, calves burned, but slowly strength returned, balance returned. My life depended on it. After months of all 4 exercises, sitting presses, partial squats, heel raises, and standing, I sat in my chair beside my bed and tried to stand without support. Couldn't, tried again. 14 times the chair pulled me back down. 15th time, shaking, sweating, teeth clenched, I stood on my own. That night, I walked to the bathroom alone. The nurse found me brushing my teeth. She said, "Mary, how did you get here?" I said, "My legs." People couldn't believe it. Not that I got stronger, not that I did it from a wheelchair at 71, without a trainer, without a gym, just determination, simple exercises, and the will to stand up. Sit down now. Stand up if you can. No hands. Can't? Start tonight. That's day 1. That's where I started. Walking is good, but walking without strong legs destroys your joints. Walking alone is like driving a car with no engine. I saw people my age, legs barely holding them, knees grinding, ankles wobbling. They thought they were helping themselves, but they were wearing themselves down. I strengthened first, then walked always. My roommate Gloria saw me one morning doing my squats. Gloria was 74, hadn't stood without a walker in 2 years. She asked, "Mary, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm not dying in this chair. You want in?" Within a week, 4 of us joined. Within a month, 12. Within 6 months, 30. Ages 70 to 94. The common room at 7 a.m. Old people standing, shaking, holding each other up. Staff got nervous. What if someone falls? I told them, they're already falling in their chairs every day. This is safer. Then the families noticed. Their parents were different, talking more, eating more, even arguing more. A sign someone is alive. They wanted their loved ones involved. The routine became official. 7 a.m. Mary's group. This part still makes me cry. Clara was 88, hadn't left her room in a year. One Tuesday morning, she walked to the dining room on her own legs. No walker, no help. The room went silent. Then someone clapped. Then everybody clapped. Clara stood in that doorway, holding on to nothing but herself, and cried. We all cried. We had done the impossible together. I'm 101 years old. Every morning I squeeze my thighs, bend my knees, rise on my toes, and stand. 4 simple things. 31 years of training my legs prepared me, but it's never too late to start. I dare anyone watching to do these exercises for 30 days and tell me your legs don't change. You don't need money. You don't need a gym. You need your own 2 legs and the decision to use them. I see you sitting there right now comfortable, and I'm telling you, comfort is what almost killed me. When this video ends, press your feet into the floor, squeeze your thighs, stand up. That's day 1. That's where I started. I chose a wheelchair I didn't need. Don't wait until you lose your legs. They tried to change me. I changed them. Now I'm asking you, change yourself. Stand up while you still can. Stand tall. Own your strength. Fight for your life. Your legs are your power. Your choice is your life. Stand, move, live. If I can stand at 101, you can start today. Press your feet, squeeze your thighs, and stand up. Comment below if you're taking day 1 with me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Let's rise together.